Dark pattern is a term that gets tossed around a lot in our field. Sometimes you'll hear practitioners use this term to describe elements that trick users into doing something they don't want to do, like opting into your newsletter. And other times you'll hear practitioners use this term to describe persuasive design techniques like scarcity. So what is a dark pattern, really? Well, the term was coined in 2010 and defined as a user interface that has been carefully crafted to trick users into doing things, like buying insurance with their purchase or signing up for recurring bills. Now, the terms carefully crafted and trick users are important there. Dark patterns are intentionally implemented to confuse or exploit users. For example, consider signing up for a newsletter from a news source and then encountering a checkbox that reads, "Don't not sell my information." This language, which uses a double negative, is intentionally confusing. The page hopes users will make a mistake and opt into selling their personal information, and that benefits the company. For another example, let's think of manipulinks. Manipulinks make users feel bad about themselves in order to convince them to accept an offer or sign up for something. Dark patterns tend to negatively affect users in favor of short-term business gains. Getting users to sell their data or accept an offer might sound nice right now, but what's the value if it sacrifices users' perception and trust with your company? Now, let's take a minute to compare those dark patterns to persuasive design techniques. I'm talking things like visually highlighting certain items in a list or providing additional web copy aimed at influencing a user's decision. Now, these are not inherently bad, nor are they automatically dark patterns. It depends on the intention and the outcome. For example, let's consider the scarcity principle, which is a social psychology phenomenon that causes people to assign high value to things they perceive as being less available. We can apply this concept in our designs to influence users to make a decision now rather than later. But that's not inherently a dark pattern, though intentionally lying about availability to exploit users into making a purchase, now that's a dark pattern. As designers, we rely on our knowledge of human psychology and user behaviors to make design decisions. When we're evaluating other interfaces, it can be easy to assume there was malice or a negative intention behind a design, but that's just not the case. Just because an interface has poor design or encourages a specific behavior, that doesn't make it a dark pattern.